It is March 1st, 2011, and this is the SC Center. Hello, it's JP McDaniel and Patrick O'Neill back for SC Center here on this fine Tuesday afternoon. And, there wasn't too much going on last night and today, but what was going on was some pretty big stuff. And we're just going to start right off the bat with IEM Group Play Day 1. It's actually wrapped up as I think that finished around 10 a.m. this morning. Started last night around, it was supposed to start last night around 2 a.m., didn't get started till around 3. But regardless, all of the games from Group 1 are finished, and we've got quite a lot, so we're just going to run through them real quick. QXC lost to Idra 2-0. Moro beat Tarson 2-0. Ace beat White Raw and Idra 2-0. QXC losing to Tarson 2-0. Moro losing to White Raw 1-2. Those were some pretty good games, and White Raw is a Protoss player to be, or a force to be reckoned with as a Protoss player for sure. He even went on to beat QXC. Idra took out Tarson 2-1. Ace taking out Moro 2-0. Idra 2-0ing White Raw. QXC losing to Moro 2-1. And Tarson taking out White Raw 2-1. So that means that Ace is going to come out of groups with a 5-0 record. Idra is going to be 4-1. Tarson, White Raw, and Moro had a three-way tie, all at 2 and 3. And ESL applied the tiebreaker rule, whatever that means, because I don't actually know what it is. And Moro came out on top. So that means that Moro, Ace, and Idra will be advancing on. And I forgot to mention, QXC went 0-5 in that. So one of our American representatives is Idra, is a representative of South Korea for whatever reason. Is 0-5. We're going to have to see how Phoenix does coming up in tonight's group matches. But what do you think of day 1 over at IEM, Patrick?
It went almost exactly as I had predicted. I even thought QXC would just get absolutely slobber-knockered. The one thing, slobber-knockered. He's a real jobber, you know what I mean? The one thing that I was really surprised about was kind of surprised about was how just badly Ace stomped through. Like Ace versus Moro was just ugly. Ace just killed it. It was bad. And Moro wasn't playing particularly badly. He wasn't playing particularly well, but he's a middling guy, but he's good, and Ace just killed him real fast with no real chance. Moro, the second game, or maybe the third game, when Moro all-in roach rushed, Moro had a slight chance, but that's all he really had the entire series. So, but in the second day coming up tomorrow, I believe, group number 2 should be awesome. I don't think the player caliber is quite as high, but that means maybe some closer games coming up. We have Sock, Moonglade, Squirtle, Moon, Show, and Phoenix facing off over the course of the day. I recommend you guys tune in, and we're gonna have a list below the video of all the VODs from day 1. ESL had a ton of problems, or IEM rather had a ton of problems today, but they did get the replays and the VODs out in a very timely fashion. So kudos to them on that. We're gonna get that out. Who do you think is gonna win the group 2?
I really got to go with Zake or Squirtle. I mean, Ace performed so well in Group A. Maybe Squirtle's just going to be able to do exactly what Ace did. And I also got to mention, I didn't say that Idra beat Moro 2-1. That was the last match today that was broadcasted, so I'm not sure if that was updated in the Team Liquid thread or not. But quite a rivalry there, and Idra took him out, so I guess that kind of shuts Moro up, or Moro wasn't even talking in the first place.
It was
kind
Moro
of a one-sided argument. I don't know. Idra took him out. That was probably the biggest hyped match yesterday. But definitely going to be looking forward to seeing Squirtle and Zake play. I think Show and Phoenix could probably do very well. Moon is going to have a very tough time, I think. But I mean, he's Korean, and he's playing against a bunch of Americans and Europeans, so maybe he'll do really well because he's Korean. I don't know. It's a tough group to read, honestly.
I would agree. I'm looking forward to it. I do think, I know we both picked Squirtle to go really far in Code A, and look how that turned out.
Yeah,
maybe this is the curse. Well, Squirtle's going to win. I don't really want it to win, so I'm just going to say Squirtle's going to win. And do it in pretty good fashion. I mean, Ace really took it to a much harder Group 1, and so I think Squirtle can do well here. GSL Code S, what happened there? You watched that, right?
Yeah, I was watching It's actually pretty incredible. Got to give shout-outs to ESL. They had like 60 streams going last night with a billion different languages. You could watch almost any game at any given time. They were even switching back and forth. So I had like 4 or 5 streams open, but I had all the ESL streams muted, and I was actually watching Tastosis cast the GSL because the games were pretty good, and there were some huge upsets. In Group G, we had Trickster going ahead and advancing 2-0. Didn't have to play Fruit Dealer, so it's good to see he didn't have to actually play against his opponent. And then the second player advancing is going to be Any Pro Prime Wii 2-1. He had to play Fruit Dealer twice. Fruit Dealer could not take him out. He played him first on Zelnaga Caverns, and then again on Tal'Darim Altar. And both times, Protoss gets the Colossus out. Zerg just can't really come back, and that's pretty much what happened. Fruit Dealer will not be moving on to the round of 16. He's going to be moving on to the up and down matches, which has like every former and past winner of GSL. Like, what the fuck is going on? How is this even possible? And if we even go to Group H, Marine King went and got last place, and he's in the up and down matches. The player who got second 2 GSLs in a row is in the up and down matches with MVP, with Marine King, or with with Fruit Dealer. Who else is down there? We've got Boxers down there. Nesty is down. Like, what? What? The round of 8 is like the top 8 of GSL history. Makes no sense.
I don't know what's going on in Korea, man. It's absolutely crazy over there. I mean, people keep saying, like, Nazgul made a post earlier today about how, Code S and Code A are still sorting themselves out, and it's going to be some time before there's, like, a standard hierarchy.
That's true.
But that's the understatement of the year. Let's just come out and say it. It's going fucking crazy over there. I don't know what's happening, man.
Well,
anyway,
we got to finish Group H, so go ahead.
So Group H, what happened exactly was Marine King beat Kyrix, FOU beat Inca, and then everything went the complete opposite way. Inca beat Marine King, Kyrix beat FOU, FOU beat Marine King, Kyrix beat Inca. So the way it turned out was Kyrix and FOU get 2-1, and they're moving on. And on the bottom of the group are Inca and Marine King. Marine King coming out, like you said, JP, in dead last place. So... yeah,
Kyrix,
what else is there to say?
What?
I mean...
what? Like, this is so insane.
I didn't get to catch those games because there was so much Starcraft on, but I don't know what's going on, man.
I mean, Marine King Prime and SC FOU was... Marine King tried his best to stay in there, but as long as he stayed in there, you knew that SC FOU was going to win. And then Kyrix taking out SC FOU right before that. SC FOU was kind of crushed. But like Kyrix winning the group, Inca taking out Marine King. I would have thought Inca probably would have gone 0-3. But the one player that he does beat is Marine King. And I got to say, maybe it's the fact that Marine King didn't play kind of the style that we've all seen him play before in past tournaments. He was using a lot of tech builds this time around, mech builds, I should say, actually. So maybe he's just not adjusted to that. But anyways, the round of 16 is going to be kicking off tonight for Code A, not Group A, I'm not sure. Well, it is Group A of Code A. But we've got Losira against August, Virus against Gonzi, Coca against Lenok, and then Huck versus Posh. I wonder if Posh is like his old name. I think that's someone else. I remember reading it differently when they announced it last night. But Huck versus Posh is probably who everyone's going to watch. Hopefully Huck can make it through, as he's the only foreigner right now still in Code A. And looking at some of these other matches, I really want to see Gonzi play again. And watching Lenok play is really a treat, as I pretty much think he deserves to be in Code S already. Yeah,
didn't Coca take out Ace, I believe? Or he took out some big name.
I think it was Ace. Yeah, I think you are correct in saying that.
So I'm interested, and if not, you didn't hear that, but I'm interested to see exactly how well he can play against Lenok. Lenok, who may yet again fall victim to being one of the biggest hype players from Tastosis. They love him. Like, next to Clyde, they're like, Lenok. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how he can handle the pressure from the foreigners. In SC2 news, we have a bunch of IEM-related interviews. For instance, Rakaka, the Swedish site. I wonder what that means in Swedish, by the way. If one of my Swedish fans could tell me what the hell that means. Anyway, they had like a 10 yeah. Right. You're multicultural.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Helsinki? Exactly.
It's in Sweden, clearly.
Right. There you go. So Rakaka.se interviewed Idra for like 10 minutes. So if you're an Idra fan, you can watch that. Idra was talking about how he's just not all that confident in winning the group because it's going to be a hard or winning the tournament because it's going to be a hard tournament, and it is. I still think he can win it. He did go down 0-2 to Ace. But who the hell knows what's going on in StarCraft these days? To be frank, I don't know. I mean, I did get the Group A predictions right. It was a miracle, but most of my predictions in my career are going down the drain. Anyway, MLG Dallas tickets are going on sale at 7 p.m. Tonight, right?
Yeah. The tickets will be going on sale. I think there's 256 of them up for sale. Some obscure number, but there is quite a bit. So if you're going to be in the Dallas area on April 1st through the 3rd, go ahead and purchase a ticket. We'd love to see those sell out in a couple of seconds. I'm not really sure how that's going to go, but we'll see here in about 30 minutes. And last but not least, Thorin from SK Gaming. Been interviewing all of the Group A players from yesterday. I think those are audio interviews. I'm not sure, but regardless, you can go check them out over at skgaming.com. The link will be in the description below. Thorin's a great guy over at SK Gaming, does a lot of work for esports, and has been involved in esports for longer than almost anyone I can think of. So go check that out. Patrick, what else you got?
I believe that's it. I believe they're video interviews. He walks around these big lands with his camera and just corners players and makes them talk. So he does a good job. But yeah, I believe that's it, right?
Yeah. Go promote SC Center. It's great to see people saying that this show deserves more views. Really means a lot to both me and Patrick, and we're going to try and keep getting more views. We obviously know that it is kind of somewhat boring here, just watching two talking heads, so to speak, and we are going to be adding in some more production stuff, but right now it's a little bit crazy for me, and I haven't really had time to work on that. So we'll be getting it in here eventually. Don't know.
I think it's a good show.
I don't know when, but when it does, I'm sure everyone will be happy with that. You can follow myself on Twitter at twitter.com/itmejp. You can follow Patrick at twitter.com/chobopeon. We also had a State of the Game video episode last night. It was our first video episode ever. You can find that over at itmejp.blip.tv. The MP3 file will be uploaded, or it's being processed actually by Blip for like 12 hours now. I need to figure out what's going on with that. And then I am going to be recording JP and Friends with Chef tonight, and you'll be able to find that right here on YouTube and also on the Blip TV account of mine. So Patrick, got anything else?
Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the SC Center.